Hello everybody, this is MGTOW Forever. Changed the name of the web channel. So, I just got tired of making the skate videos, wasn't getting enough views. I just felt like people just didn't really care, so I'm moving on to something different. So, saying all that, if you're not into MGTOW, or if you really don't want to hear a MGTOW video, or if that's going to trigger you in any kind of way, sorry to see you leave, but go ahead and unsubscribe. Go ahead and click off this video because that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. So, oh well. And moving on to the topic that I want to talk about. Now, there's only like one channel that I even watch on YouTube that's MGTOW because I'm not real happy with what I'm seeing and hearing these people say. So let me start off by saying that I'm divorced. That was like at least 5 years ago. I basically married Satan's daughter. I don't want to get into all the details right now, but basically made the Jerry Springer show look like Disney World. So now I'm MGTOW, and things are getting better. My life's on the up and up. The more I focus on me, the better my life gets. And I figured I'm going to make a new channel that focuses on just the stuff that I want to focus on. Not necessarily saying that the other channels are focusing on the wrong things. I believe that when you first hear about MGTOW, you need certain channels to listen to. And that's what those channels are good for. But then after you've been MGTOW for like a year or longer, and you're tired of hearing all the beginner tips, all the rookie information, all the stuff that's no brainer. When you're tired of hearing all that stuff, come to my channel because this is where we just. I'm gonna be venting once in a while, and that's what I'm gonna do in this video. And I'm just gonna be sharing, the next step after finding out about MGTOW. You don't have to sit there and listen to those beginner videos anymore and just get hammered with the same information over and over again, going, see, I told you. Because that's what I end up doing in a lot of these videos. I'm just like, duh, no brainer. Why? Why do we even have to keep repeating this? It's like, I want to move on to the next step. So if you're ready to graduate from the beginner videos, maybe check out my videos. So today, a problem that I had, I live in a condo. That's where I am right now. And technically my dad owns it, but pretty soon he's going to sell it to me for $1 just so that the title is switched over to my name. Because I've been having problems with the landscaping in my yard. I've also been doing landscaping pretty much my whole life, and I've got about 10 years of professional landscaping under my belt. But I stopped doing that about 5 years ago also because it was starting to wear me out. Anyway, side story, I'll tell you more about that later. So that's why I do my own yard. There's been some problems in the past few years where a landscaper stepped on a downspout gutter, left a big dent in it, like it crushed it halfway. They said they didn't do it, so they're not going to fix it. They're not going to replace it. They spilled gas, mixed gas, not gas, but mixed gas from like a blower that has oil in it. They spilled mixed gas on my zoysia that I worked really hard on growing. I've got the prettiest grass in the whole neighborhood. And they made a spot, about a 14-inch diameter dead spot from spilling mixed gas on my yard. They said they didn't do it. I came out there literally minutes after it happened, and I didn't see it happen. But it was still fresh and shiny on the grass. And gasoline evaporates in a matter of minutes. So if it's still shiny, that means it just freaking happened. They swore up and down they didn't do it. And I did have a security camera on the front of my house, but it was turned off because a week before that, the power cut off. There was like a power stoppage for a little bit. and that reset the security camera, and you had to go in there and actually hit record again, and I didn't know that. So for 2 weeks it wasn't recording, and right in the middle of that 2 weeks, that's when all this stuff happened. So I got furious, and at that point I was like, okay, I don't want you on my property anymore, because I do landscaping. I know how to landscape. I can do it myself. I'm a grown man. I can handle things. So they got butt hurt when I asked them to not come on my property anymore. And I'm paying them still. There's an HOA fee every month, and part of that fee pays their company to come out and mow the grass and trim the bushes, blow the leaves, pull the weeds, whatever, weed eat, edge. And I figured I'm doing them a favor by mowing, edging, and blowing and trimming the bushes. I'm doing all the work for my yard. I'm doing them a favor, and they're still getting paid to do my house. Back when I actually used to mow my whole neighborhood when I worked for one of those professional companies that I told you about. I used to be, my neighborhood was one of the customers for that company. And back when I used to work and mow this yard, this neighborhood, the lady that lives right across the street, she used to be on the HOA board. And she would get mad if we didn't follow the tiniest little rules. She would say, if you don't do this, I'm just going to hire another company, and we'll just fire your company and hire someone else to come do it. She was a real bitch about it. Fat, overweight, female, probably in her late 30s, post-wall. The wall hit her pretty hard, and she laughs like Goofy. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. That's how she laughs. So, and she's one of those women that likes to walk around the neighborhood like this with a glass of wine. And she looks like she could be a linebacker for a professional football team. From the waist up, she's built like a football player. Ugh. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So, they got butt hurt when I asked them to stop mowing my grass. And I figured, hey, since I'm doing all the work, it would be no big deal if I put the debris out on the sidewalk for you to come pick up and go throw in the woods. So I asked the HOA lady, I said, what's the problem here? She came up and talked to me, knocked on my door, and said it's not in the contract for them to pick up piles of sticks or piles of debris. And then I got really mad. I didn't know what to say, and she turned around and left after we talked a little bit more. But then after she left, I started thinking, wait a minute. That wasn't just a pile of sticks from a tree. That wasn't just some BS debris, some extra crap that was basically busy work. No, that wasn't busy work. That was actual work that they would have done and would have had to have picked up, but I did it for them. I actually went out there and trimmed my rose bush. My rose bush was literally like 11 feet tall. It was about 2 feet taller than the gutter on the outside of my house. I have a one-story condo. So I went out there and trimmed it for them and put the pile in a neat pile. And all you got to do is pick it up. And I haven't gotten a response back yet. But they found out that my dad technically owns the property. And then they found out that my dad is paying the HOA fee, which is paying for the landscaping service. So they told me today that if I have a problem with them coming on the property, that they can't do anything if I say something about it, that my dad, the owner of the property, has to tell them, don't come on the property. So I'm going to get my dad to sell me the house for $1. Yeah, bitch. So anyway, problems getting solved. And yeah, this is the world. I'm just making this video to give examples of how women act in the kind of world we live in. This is what you got to deal with if you're a white man. And you got these old cunts. This lady's got gray hair. She's a grandma. And she acts like she's some rich, spoiled bitch from some rich neighborhood. And this is one of the... I'm going to be honest with you. This is a pretty crummy neighborhood. There's no net on the tennis court. That's how crummy this neighborhood is. There's just lots of problems with the neighborhood. Broken sidewalks. There's a one guy that likes to throw beer cans in the bushes once a week. We can't figure out who's doing that. So yeah, there's a crummy neighborhood. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I think I'm losing battery. This is my new MGTOW channel. And if you feel like hanging around and watching, cool. If you don't, no skin off my back. But yeah, this is the new channel. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out.